welcome to the channel. Well, what we have here is not a duck. It may look like a duck in the weeds, but it is not a duck. This is supposedly 1984 ATC 200 Big Red three-wheeler by Honda ATC. And it has been in these weeds and vines for some time. At least they threw a paint tarp on it, maybe. So I will get it out of here, and we'll drag it up behind these people's house and see if we can't get it running. We got about 14 miles till home, and well, I'll show you why I don't think it's a 1984 as much as they say it is. I'll show you why I don't think it's not, why it's not. So let's get this thing drug out from the weeds. Alright, we got it up the hill. I don't even know why I did that. But anyways, here is a better look around of it. And I can tell you, or show you, why I do not think it is a 1984. Well, we'll just do a little one over. So, the good news is, I've kind of looked at it already. It's all there. Everything's there, I think, but it is rough. R-U-F. Front fender seems to be broken in half. Plastics, well, somebody kind of repaired it with zip ties. Brake pedal. Yeah, no brakes. Well, we can check the oil, I guess. because that might be a factor on it. Let's see. Oh, there's oil on it. It's dirty. It's covered in mud. Well, the story I got with this one is that he was riding around down there in the weeds and ran out of gas. And when he went to go put gas in it, filled it up. Oh yeah, look how bad that rack is. That thing is just tweaked. I don't know if the camera can do it justice, but it is, yeah, it's tweaked. And it looks like the handlebars tweaked too. Oh yeah, look how bent it is there. Just right. Right. But anyways, he ran out of gas, went to fill it back up with gas, and while he was trying to start it, pull start handle broke off, and it must have angered him, whatever, left it there. Supposedly it's been sitting out in those weeds and those vines and stuff for 2-3 years, I don't know, maybe 6. They weren't quite sure. They said a few. So a few is, what, 2 is a couple, so it's more than 3. So I need to see if I can't get this thing to turn over. I don't know if it's seized. I really don't know anything about it, but it looks like, I don't think those are the tires that are supposed to be on the rear. Those are, you can't see it, but they're an 11, 25, 11, 9, and I think they had 12s. Let's see. Oh yeah, look. That is, that's nice. Super dry rotted. Oh yeah. But they seem to hold air. I mean, I guess I can't complain about that. They all have, they're soft, but they're not flat. And here is the reason why I was thinking it's not an 84. First, high, low range. Yay! But I don't see a reverse. And I think 84 they had reverse. And this was my dead giveaway. See, you can tell it's not an 84 because of the way it is. 83 they had a chain. I think 84 they went to shaft driven. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure about that. I don't know, just leave your wires hanging down right there on the chain. That's always nice. And oh yeah, zip ties. That's always good. It's pretty rough. I mean, I notice even when pushing it that these rear bearings are just, well, let's see if you can see it here. I mean, they're a little bit gone. The plastic's all cracked everywhere, been repaired. Seat, now it's there. It's just, it's French fries all day long. So I can run the VIN on it real quick just to see what year we're talking about, but I'm pretty sure it's 82 or an 83. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a pro at this. I'm sure there's people watching this right now. They're like, oh no, it's a whatever. But I need to go get the key. And then since it doesn't have a pull start, we're going to pull the plug out, and I guess I'm going to have to try and push it to see if it turns over. I don't know. We'll pull the plug, see what that looks like. And then I did bring a battery so we can try and crank it over that way. Yeah, give me a second to get that stuff. Well, you don't have to wait. Do the next scene. All right, compression release lever. That's free. Feels good. Let's just see what this spark plug has to tell us. And he said he put gas in it, but I don't know. We'll go that route. We'll test this out first. Ooh. Oh, that wasn't too tight. That's always a good sign. And Ooh, yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah. That is definitely oil fouled. Yeah, it burns oil, must be. Or, and it smells like gas too. So, I don't think the cylinders got wiped, but I don't know. That's a lot of, that's oil. So maybe the motor's not stuck. So that's, I guess, a good sign. We'll still see if we can't put it in gear and maybe push it. See if we can't get that motor to turn over. Yeah, that'd be the next step. Alright, so with no spark plug in it, I pushed it back a hair, and we're gonna pop it in, I don't know, like second gear, maybe low, maybe I need to do high, I don't know. And we'll see if we can at least get the motor turn over. I don't really want to break the starter if it's seized, so let's see what we can do. French fries. So you probably saw the wheels turn, so that motor, I could hear it going boop 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 boop, is not stuck. Alright, well, got it back up here closer to in the shade, I guess you could say, even though I'm losing shade real quick, but that's what you get. That's half the fun. So let's pull off this seat, and maybe there's a battery in there, but yeah, it's probably dead. Oh, it is dead if it didn't work for them. That was, yeah, that's tetanus waiting to happen. Staples everywhere, and critter nest. No battery, but a critter nest. Nothing in here. Ugh. That's just, and oh, if 3 don't hold it, 4 never would. We'll have to look in that air box too. It seemed like maybe, yeah, they wouldn't be running an air filter. I don't know. You know how that goes. Let's jump out of here. But it does have that liner or guard, which that's always a good thing. Half the time those are missing. And we'll just took this box while we're in here. I can't see why it wouldn't start. I mean, it's been sitting a while, but I see at least on the gas cap they turned the vent to off, so no moisture maybe got in there. I don't know. Let me show you quick. And see, it says off, on. It's been on off, so I mean, maybe it'll keep the moisture out. I think that's what Honda designed that for. Go back here. Let's take a look here. Oh, everything's in the way nicely. Maybe, maybe not. Come out of your home. Oh yeah. Good news is there's an air filter in here. Bad news is Oh, it looks like they zip tied something around it. That whole, huh. Yeah, that wasn't in there very good, now was it? But the boot's fine. Huh? Guess it doesn't look that bad in there. It's not rusty. It's like they just kind of, yeah. We'll see what we can do. I didn't bring another air filter, so it's gonna be what it is. Oh, let's see. That might be something we have to do. Hopefully not. But I mean, it wasn't that bad. I've seen worse. How's that? So we'll just, I'll grab a piece of sandpaper here. And there's no sense in not cleaning up these battery connections. That one didn't look that bad. And they live right by this busy road. That must always be a treat. Huh. Enough for the girls I go out with. Alright, well, let's get a battery thrown in this lovely little duck. And I think you go in here. Maybe like that. Alright, there we go. Oh, my hose is in the way. Don't you hate it when your hose is in the way? Dropping right up in there. And there we go. Yeah, bingo. Yeah. It's all the way in. Well, that could have been a lot worse. I hate these things. Alright. Let me get the stuff for that. Yeah. Alright. Let me show you. These. I don't know who designed this, but those are always way too short to reach the little nut in there. Yep, fighting with it. So, here's the technique that I've come up with. I don't know, it might be wrong. You guys are probably saying, oh, there's a way easier way. There's a way easier way. This is how I've just figured out to do it. And it involves getting a piece of wire, like a piece of Romex wire, solid copper wire, and you jam it down in the little side hole right here to hold the nut up, and then you can put these things on. So we'll see if I have any luck with this. Alright, here's the first one. See, I just made a little curve for that, whichever one works. We'll try this one first, this side first. Stick that underneath there. Unscrew it. Maybe. You're coming. Alright. Then, it's falling. Come on, go into your home. You too good for your home? Maybe if I didn't have fingers that didn't like fitting into these small places, it wouldn't be so bad. Alright, plan B. Keep going. Come on, I just want to get you home. I want to get you home, and I'll take care of you. You won't be sitting in the weeds anymore for the rest of your life. You just have to cooperate a little bit. That's all I ask. Now, of course, I'll drop it while trying to get this out. Good thinking. Good thinking. All right. That goes like that. And captivating. Is it tightening? I don't think it is. Oh. Times like this, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And it didn't work. Alright, plan B. Start that all over again. Oh, this is great TV. If you have a better way of doing this, please put it down in the comments. Oh, praise the Lord. We got that one. Alright, I won't make you guys go through putting that one on. Same process. Alright, batteries in, and then, I don't know if you can see that or not, clean this up. I just used, that's the original spark plug, but I use this thing. It's called Handy. I don't know if you can read it. Focus. 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 There we go. It's called a Handy. I don't even know where I even got this from, but boy, it's got all the different things you need to clean, and then you just need a piece of sandpaper. So, turned out nice. We will just put the spark plug in there, because these things are getting expensive. I mean, ridiculously expensive. And I didn't see anything wrong with it other than it was oil soaked. Clean it up, so I'm probably good as new. And then we'll see what this starter does. I guess I could have left it out and tried it that way. Probably would have been for the best. It's in already now. And snug. Put that back on. Boom. Click. Alright. Let's put the seat on. And got the key. Maybe. Go in. And we'll turn that to on. And while I was cleaning that spark plug, I threw a little more gas in there. The gas in it didn't smell that bad. And there's only about, not even half a gallon. So I threw 2, maybe 3 more gallons into it of fresh stuff. But that stuff from 6 years ago is probably better than the junk that you can buy today. So it's probably going to be just fine. And yeah, I'll throw that seat on and we will see if we can't get tetanus. I think pokes too. That's definitely something on the fix list. See if we can't get it to crank over. Alright, seat's on. See what it can do. Key engaged. Let's see, the light's down in there turning on. Let's see if we got lights. High beam? Oh, there we go. We got a headlight. So we got power. I guess I just had to jiggle the switch. Oh, let's turn it to run. No brake. Not doing anything. And oh, that feels good. All right, let's start button and go. And go. Fire. All right. Well, it's never that easy now, is it? Well, we know that's working because we have power to the headlight. So either the switch is bad, or maybe we'll get lucky and it'll just be the connection to the starter. Let's see. Other side. There it is. Alright. Yeah, it's crusty. Okay, 10 millimeter it looks like. And I'll clean that up and then we'll see. Alright, got that all back on. Clean. Had just mud caked in there, mud packed in there, all that stuff. Also, while I'm here, VIN tag, somewhere up in there. Yeah, this is an 83 200 Big Red. I think it doesn't look like it's been messed with, so I'm gonna guess it's probably all factory original Honda. So let's choke. Cool. Turn petcock on, and well, try this again. Maybe it'll start. Promising. All right, it wanted to. So well, let's give it a little gas and mess with it, see if we can't get it to fire up. Well, as you can see, it's burning some oil. And I noticed when it fired up, there is extreme exhaust leak. Maybe I can get you guys in there so you can see it. It's just cracked. It's gone. The whole piece is missing. But runs. It wouldn't stay idling, but I mean, it's been sitting for how many years? And I didn't even need to use the compression release lever. Starter worked fine. I can't believe how much oil that thing was burning. What did I get myself into? Well, let's drain the oil out of it and put some fresh stuff in, because that stuff was looking pretty gross, and I think it moved around enough that it circulated everything. All right, so way underneath here, right about there, is the oil drain plug. And then we put the catch can here, and we just see how bad, gotta move you guys back, how bad this is on here. Maybe not. Hey, come on there. How much? Hey, look at that. Nope. You don't want to go that way. Let's go this way. Hey, that wasn't bad. Alright. Is it loose enough? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, it's already leaking. Isn't that nice? Get that all wiped off. And see what we can do. Coming out? There you go. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. There should be a screen in here, which we'll want to wipe off. This kind of works like a oil filter, I guess. I don't know. It's just a mesh screen. But we will screw those. There we go. And of course I spilled it all over my jeans, or overalls. We will get that drained out. Should only be at like a quart, but I guess we don't know how much they put in here. Alright, so there is, there, oops, there's a spring. So there's a spring cap. Doesn't really look metal shavings in there. And I dropped the filter thing. No, let me get in here. And there's the screen, which sits in there like that. And that just pushes it all together. So we'll let this drain, and that is way more than a quart that was in there. That could be why it was burning oil. Doesn't look that bad though, but somebody definitely overfilled that. Whew. Well, that could be one of the reasons why nothing's locked up, which I guess that's always a good sign. Yeah, let me get this drained, get these all cleaned up. We'll put it back together. Alright, we got, it's dropping it everywhere now. Got this all cleaned up. Here's the filter. Guess you'd call it an oil filter. And it just sits down in that cup. That, I don't think there's a special end for either end of the springs. It just goes like that, and I can show you how the inside of it is. Drop this thing here. We go up here, and there you go, lighting's better there. So it just, the filter just sits up in there, and there's a hole in the back that the oil comes through, and it just kind of gets filtered through that mesh screen, just kind of takes out the big chunk. It's not like your traditional automotive grade filter. And we'll slide this bad boy in like so, and get the spring and filter assembly there. Bring this in, and there we go. Tighten it down, and according to the jug here, it had about, what, 1.5, it's on an angle there, yeah, about 1.5, almost 2 quarts of oil in it, and this thing holds, supposedly, these 200s hold 1 quart. Of course, you always check it after you put a quart in, and then check it. Man, why don't you want to tighten? Doesn't help that I'm hitting the grass because I grabbed the biggest wrench I own. There we go. Click. Maybe we'll give it another click just to be safe. Click. All right. I think we're ready to put oil in it. I'll throw a quart in it and then we'll just check it. All right, after a quart of 10W30 vintage from, the best Wally World has to offer. But hey, I'll tell you this. I went through their oils, and they have the stuff specially for these four-wheelers and, UTVs. They have the picture on there, picture of the four-wheeler and the UTV and all. And they want $8 for a quart of that, 10W30. And then I turned it over, and you read through all this, and guess what? It's certified for the same stuff. And that costs like $4. So, yeah. I don't know, maybe it'll blow up, but I've never had any problems with that. So, filled it up, and I'll crank it over and check the oil again. And if that works, I just need to top off the tires, maybe? Tires. I wish I had some kind of lube to put on that chain. It doesn't look that bad though. Maybe, I could put that the old engine oil. Maybe I'll dip my finger in the engine oil and rub it on there. I don't know. But the tires seem okay. I'll check them with the gauge, but as long as they have more than like 10 pounds, I'm not too worried about it. They're dry rotted. Maybe I shouldn't even touch them, because with my luck, I'd fill them up and they just crack and leak. They don't seem to be leaking right now. Plus, 14 miles to go home. You might make it. I don't know. It can't be that bad. I'll try and take as much gravel as I can. But, fire this thing up and check the oil. And maybe this hand. And contact. Looks good. Looks full. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's overfull. Let's see. Wipe it off. Yeah. We're good to go there. So it has oil on the dipstick. Fresh oil. Clean spark plug. Cleaned spark plug. I'm sure that cylinder probably has a bunch of oil in it. It needs to burn off. Or it's really burning oil that bad. I did grab another quart. And it can just go... right in here. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh yeah, look at all that mud. There you go. That's for the ride. Helmet. Boots. Gloves. That's if you're German. If you're not German, helmet. Boots. Gloves. And then we're ready to see if this thing will go 14 miles home where we can start really working on it. guys, we made it back. I mean, without much of an issue. I noticed it was leaking a little gas, and the more I look at it, it looks like there is some really hinky fuel lines going on there. It burns oil. High and low work. All the gears work. The rear end definitely is making some good grinding noises, and it has 0 brakes. I mean, nothing. Doesn't even want to try to stop, which makes it real fun, especially since I took the shortcut you saw, dropped through the woods, across the old dry riverbed, and ran up the backside, which that was just real interesting, but it made it, and well, it's all there. So I guess the next question is, what do we do with it? I mean, obviously the rack's got to go. It needs a lot of body work. I don't know, seat, fenders, tank needs to be repainted. Oh yeah, brakes. Probably should do brakes first. But I know what you're asking yourself. Does it run? Does it run good? It runs good. It doesn't idle. So we'll have to take a look at that. Could be on our CDI box. Could be just the carburetor. So we'll go into the carburetor first. But once it's running and you just keep on the throttle a little bit, it runs fine. So we'll have to take a look into that. Maybe try and fix the plastics. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things to do, but, well, stay tuned, subscribe, and we'll keep working on it. There's a lot of videos to come on this thing. And it is not, like I said, an 84. It is an 83. And I'm sure the next question you're going to ask is, will it burn out? Maybe. Let's give it a try. Well, kind of did it. It's got enough. I mean, it kind of digs holes too, but it definitely got it done. We're definitely going to put some better tires on it. These front tires are trash, but stick around. If you like the video, hit like, subscribe, share. I don't know all the things they tell you to do. I don't know. I'm not your dad. I don't tell you what to do, but hey, if you like it, subscribe. You'll see another one coming. Till then, don't do anything that you wouldn't want done to yourself. I'm just saying, be nice to people. See you later.